News, Iran is on tenterhooks. Following Iran's recent attack on Israel, details of Tehran's involvement with Russia have come to light. Employing a familiar strategy during the attack, Iran launched its first ever assault on Israel from its own territory. In the aftermath, Israeli sources have begun sharing significant developments under the breaking news code. Iranian sources indicating that Israel is preparing for a major retaliation have begun monitoring key Israeli air bases with intelligence satellites. According to Iranian reports, they will deploy around 1,000 missiles to critical Israeli targets if IDF tanker aircraft take off. Therefore, the crucial role of tanker aircraft for Iran has been confirmed. Tehran has asserted that in the event of retaliation, it will respond with a stronger and more comprehensive reaction, including the launch of over 1,000 ballistic missiles. Following Iran's reckless attack, the Tehran government is notably tense. Consequently, civilian flights in the western regions of Iran have been reduced, with the country's airspace divided into eastern and western sections. A significant portion of flights in Iran is currently routed through the east. This is primarily due to the Iranian military establishing a significant air defense line in the west of the country. The Revolutionary Guards activating numerous air defense systems have also begun using electronic warfare systems. The activation of electronic warfare systems in the region poses a risk of interference for aircraft using the airspace. Therefore, the Tehran government has restricted flights in the western airspace of the country. Iranian local sources have revealed preparations being made at important bases within the country. Advanced radars and air defense systems have been deployed by the military to the two most crucial of the 8 nuclear facilities in the country. According to local sources, the main targets are the Natanz and Fordo nuclear facilities. Consequently, the Revolutionary Guards have begun implementing high-level security measures in these regions. According to Iranian sources, 2 reconnaissance aircraft belonging to the Israeli Air Force have reportedly begun gathering extensive intelligence in Syria and Lebanon. While this information has not been definitively confirmed, sources sharing the information claim that GPS disruptions have begun in areas where Israeli reconnaissance aircraft are present. Despite Iranian claims, Israeli sources have confirmed GPS disruptions in Syria, Lebanon, and Iraq. Israel's military spokesperson had stated after the last meeting of the War Cabinet that defense and attack plans had been finalized. Following this announcement, Iranian sources also indicated that Israel would carry out a silent attack. On the other hand, Iranian military reports noted that they employed a different attack tactic for the first time during the recent attack. Iran conducted attacks on Israel from its own territory for the first time in history, following a familiar strategy. Similar to Russia's approach in Ukraine, Iran orchestrated a mixed attack with drones and missiles to overwhelm air defense systems. However, Israeli air defense systems successfully countered this complex attack. Reports emerging after the attack indicate that Iran altered its long-standing shadow warfare tactics against Israel. For the first time, Iran transitioned to a direct war strategy and launched attacks on Israel from its own territory. Following the tactic used by the Russian military, the Iranian Revolutionary Guards initiated simultaneous kamikaze drone and missile attacks from multiple points. While the drones attempted to overwhelm air defense systems, the main missile attack group aimed directly at their targets. Therefore, as the drones approached Israeli airspace, Iran launched missiles. Additionally, Iranian proxy groups in Yemen, Iraq, and Lebanon also initiated a significant attack. However, Israel Defense Forces (IDF) and its allies successfully thwarted Iran's detailed attack plan. Out of the 450 attack-capable weapons launched by Iran, only 9 were successful in hitting their targets. The missiles and drones that did hit their targets did not inflict significant damage. As a result, Israel effectively defended its territory. According to recent allegations, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu is reportedly rejecting phone calls from other world leaders. The source sharing this information claims that Netanyahu took this step to prevent pressure from other leaders against initiating an operation against Iran. This bold move by the Israeli leader has sparked speculation. Following these developments, it was announced that a signal for a preemptive strike has been received. Following the developments in the Middle East, a notable statement came from Moscow. Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu stated that Russia would protect Iran in the event of a possible retaliation from Israel. With this development, it is possible for the Russian military stationed in eastern Syria to become involved in the ongoing tensions. Russian sources also indicated that Moscow would not allow its allies to be harmed. The Russian military has established bases in Dera and Quneitra, located just northeast of Israel in Syria. Russian news sources reported that Putin had raised the flag in the region, indicating that the Kremlin aimed to reduce tensions between Tehran and Jerusalem with these steps. With the continuous patrolling of Russian aircraft in the region, it has become evident that Putin has taken measures to protect the Iranian military. Open-source intelligence sources have indicated that there are 4 tanker aircraft belonging to Israel's allies airborne around Israel's periphery. Tanker aircraft are crucial for the Israeli Air Force in the event of a possible attack on Iran. This is because in 2021, F-35S carried out an operation targeting Iran's Natanz nuclear facility. Due to the approximately 1,800-kilometer distance between Iran and Israel, fighter jets couldn't execute such an operation with a single fuel load. Therefore, aerial refueling was necessary for the Natanz operation to succeed. Currently, Tehran's tracking of tanker aircraft is primarily motivated by this concern. According to Iran, if tanker aircraft belonging to the Israeli Air Force take off, a retaliatory strike will undoubtedly occur. Therefore, Tehran has activated all its radar and air defense systems within the country. However, in 2021, F-35 successfully carried out operations without being detected by Iran's advanced radar systems. In other words, Iran cannot detect F-35S. Consequently, Iranian intelligence satellites have started monitoring airspace to track tanker aircraft as Tehran is concerned about this. According to open-source intelligence, 4 tanker aircraft belonging to Israel's allies are actively conducting flights around all sides of Israel. In this context, the possibility of a counterattack is also being considered. According to information shared by Israeli state television, Israel has announced a limited attack plan against Iran, which will allow it to control Iran without triggering a comprehensive war and without provoking a response that it cannot handle. The broadcast emphasized that escalating tensions with Iran should not relegate Gaza to a secondary position. Israeli officials noted that Iran crossed a red line by directly launching an attack from its own territory for the first time, and there is a consensus that a response is necessary. The report indicated that the Israeli Air Force has completed preparations for a possible attack on Iran, but it did not provide details on how the attack would be conducted or specify a time frame. The timing remains uncertain. The news source emphasized that Israel has promised to notify the United States before any planned attack on Iran. Ali Bakiri, Deputy Foreign Minister of Iran, stated that they would respond within seconds to any potential Israeli attack. Additionally, an Israeli television channel claimed that the war cabinet has decided to respond openly and effectively to Iran's airstrike. The television channel in Israel, without citing a source, also alleged that the Netanyahu administration has made decisions regarding the response to Iran's airstrike. To show your support and help us continue providing information, please donate us a super thanks. We have come to the end of another video. You can like the video to support us. By subscribing, you can easily follow new videos. I wish you all war-free